All right, Thursday the 4th, we're on full body, one part, 5, 6, or 7 rounds. That is your choice. We have split squat, bicep curls, quad rockers, forward lunge with single hold, and leg lift to reverse crunch. So notice that the reps go 10, 15, 10, 15. Split squat with bicep curl. And you would switch legs, quad rockers. Forward lunge with hold. Then you would switch legs and hand. And leg lift to reverse crunch. Okay. Lift, crunch. Lift, crunch. Okay? Alrighty. So we have split squat with bicep curl. So we already have talked about bicep curl. Split squat, that is a stance. So you're gonna be in a split stance. So what that looks like is like this. So I'm going to just step back, but I'm going to keep distance between my feet. So I'm not stepping back behind my foot, that's what we call tightrope. We're stepping back into railroad, which is where I can see both feet from the front. My feet, my knees, my hips, my shoulders are all facing forward. This is my split squat stance. Make sure you're nice and stable. And then you're just gonna sink down like into like a lunge, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, okay? That's your split squat. Same thing on the other foot. Now we're adding in a bicep curl. So what you're gonna do is every time you sink down, you're gonna curl. Curl, 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 okay? Pretty simple. Quad rockers. These ones are more difficult because it takes a little bit of time, sometimes, to figure out your hand and feet ratio. So it starts off in kind of like a piked high plank. So kind of like this, okay? So when I say pike, that means my butt is up in the air. Okay, so what the point of this is to work the front of your legs. So how we do that is by pressing off the balls of our feet and rocking back and forth. So what it is similar to is when you're at, or maybe if you've never gone to the gym, but if you have gone to the gym, I think it's called the Smith machine, where you press the plate with your legs. It's similar to that, except you're using your own body weight. So we are starting in our our piked high plank. Open up your stance a little bit, and you're just gonna start trotting, okay, until you feel like it's a good spot. So you're gonna sink your butt down and kind of sit back. So my arms are straight, I'm on my toes, my butt is back, but it's not dropped down to my heels, it's still up in the air. And then I'm gonna launch myself forward, back, forward, back, forward. So right here for me is perfect. So I feel stable, but when I do the rocking, I can start to feel it burn. So that's how I know I'm in a good spot. So I'm gonna go down, up, 1, down, up, 2, down, up, 3, down, up. So I'm always staying on my toes, my heels never drop, and my butt also never touches my heels. It's always about a foot or more away from my heels. So again, that one might take you a little bit of rocking and moving your hands and positioning to find a spot where you're stable while you rock, but you can also feel the front of your legs start to burn. That's what you're looking for, okay? So also, like, if you're doing it and you're like, I don't feel anything, keep feeling it out. And then once you find that position, If it takes you a long time, take a little break and then start your 15, okay? Because you don't want to do 10 where it took you that long to figure out how, to where it feels right, and then you really only get 5 true ones, okay? So, forward lunge with a single hold. So, I just talked a little bit about lunging when I talked about split squat. So, it's the same exact stance, the same exact motion, except when you lunge, you go out and you return. The split squat, we went out, we dropped, and we stayed. So with your lunge, you go forward, drop down, return. Forward, drop down, return, okay? So this one you're doing both legs. And again, it's the same, everything is the same. Everything is facing forward. You're railroad, you're not tightrope, you're railroad. You go forward, you drop down. So when you drop down, you should be basically at a 90 degree, and then you push off that back foot to return to your start position, okay? So when you go down, you shouldn't have knees caving in or them bowing out. Everything should stay straight, except you're adding a hold. So what I do is I do opposite leg, opposite arm. So I'm gonna hold up here and I'm gonna step out. So I'm holding with my right, I'm gonna step out with my left. 1, 2, 3, okay? Then I'm gonna switch sides, switch arms, opposite arm, opposite leg. 1, 2. Some people like to put out like this. Give a little bit more balance, okay? If you're somebody that does need extra balance, you can always turn your chair around, hold on to the back of the chair, hold on to the back of a couch or a counter, something along those lines, okay? And leg lift to reverse crunch. So this is on your back. And these are both ab exercises. So I always put my hands a little bit underneath my butt, not fully under, but like my thumb and kind of my pointer are like resting under my butt, all right? Now, I'm going to have my legs out in front. I'm gonna lift up as straight as I can, lower back down without touching the ground, and then I'm gonna start to tuck my knees toward my chest, and I'm gonna lift my butt off the ground. So from here to here is your leg lift. When you come in, and then crunch is your reverse crunch, okay? So the leg lift is the easy part. The reverse crunch is a reverse crunch. So instead of crunching your upper body off the ground, it's reverse, you're crunching your butt off the ground, okay? So you do your lift, down, come in, and crunch, okay? So you want to make sure that you're not coming in all crazy, okay? You want to make sure that your abs are doing the work, because if you come in from here really hard and you rock back, you're only lifting your butt off the ground because of the motion, not because your abs are lifting your butt. So I'll do a couple in a row. 1, 2, 3, okay? So notice it's very controlled and my feet never touch the ground, okay? And if you're finding that's difficult for you, you could break it up and you could do leg lifts on their own and then some reverse crunches on their own. But that's it. That's your full body Thursday.